Donald Trump is running against the establishment. The Republican Party better pay attention.
If you wanted the exact opposite of Barack Obama, it's Donald Trump. Obama was cool. Trump is hot. Obama was cerebral and laid back. Trump is rough and in your face. Obama's Mr. Teleprompter. Donald Trump is a no card and no limits, no boundaries, no editing.
So Obama is a tremendous divider.
You can't get much worse. He's been a great, great divider.
I think President Obama has been the most ignorant president in our history. He will go down as one of the worst presidents in the history of our country. It is a mess. ISIS is honoring President Obama. He is the founder of ISIS. He's the founder of ISIS.
He just couldn't believe that the Republican Party would nominate Trump. The idea that the American public would elect twice Barack Obama, first African-American president in history, and then turn around and pick Donald Trump, who played to racial resentment and anxiety, it just didn't compute for President Obama. It just didn't make any sense to him. He couldn't imagine it.
He looks at me and he says, what if we were wrong? He's like, what if people just want to fall back into their tribe? What if people's identity, their kind of sense of racial or ethnic identity is just more powerful?
We just have to be honest. It has been difficult to find agreement over the last 7 years.
In his final State of the Union address, he said it out loud.
It's one of the few regrets of my presidency that the rancor and suspicion between the parties has gotten worse instead of better.
Along the way, President Obama tried to do things that didn't sit well with a chunk of the American electorate. We saw the rise of the Tea Party, you had the birther movement. It all became angry. It became this sort of angry stew that dissolved into disagreement and worse, division.
Democracy grinds to a halt without a willingness to compromise. Or when even basic facts are contested. Or when we listen only to those who agree with us.
He meant and he really truly believed that he could bring about meaningful change in discourse and attitude and the politics of politicization. He became enormously frustrated, enormously discouraged, enormously pessimistic about his prospects for doing just that over the course of his 8 years. So while he started filled with hope and filled with this enormous desire and determination to do just that, he acknowledged defeat. He acknowledged his collapse, his inability to bring his country together, and that was deeply disappointing.
He left with a warning.
There will be voices urging us to fall back into our respective tribes, to scapegoat fellow citizens who don't look like us, or pray like us, or vote like we do, or share the same background. We can't afford to go down that path. It contradicts everything that makes us the envy of the world.